When it comes to female sexuality, it's surprising how many myths and misunderstandings still exist, especially among men. Understanding female desire isn't just a tool to improve your intimate relationships. It's a key to unlocking the emotional and sexual connection that every woman seeks. In this text, we're going to break down the unknown facts that can change your perspective on what really drives women. If you think you know it all, get ready to be challenged. This isn't your everyday seduction guide. We're diving deep into what really moves women, beyond superficial attraction. If you're not ready to face the truths that will shake the foundation of what you thought you knew, stop reading now. But if you're here to grow, to become the man women crave, to truly connect with them on every level, then keep going. Let's dive into the video, but before we get started, I've got something new for you. You can now help the channel gain more subscribers just by commenting on the video. It can be anything: opinions, questions, suggestions. The more you comment, the more chances the channel has to grow. So get involved, leave your comments below, and who knows? You might win a special prize from me. Join our members club and enjoy exclusive content that will help you improve your skills and relationships in a unique way. As a member, you'll have access to private videos, advanced tips, and the chance to interact with us directly. Don't miss out. Become a member today and take your experience to the next level. Number 1. How female desire changes throughout life. One of the biggest mistakes men make is assuming that a woman's desire is constant throughout her life. The truth is, female sexual desire evolves over time, influenced by hormonal, emotional, and social factors. A woman in her 20s might experience desire differently than a woman in her 30s, 40s, or even 50s. Younger women often have desire driven by physical attraction and novelty, but as women age, their sexual needs often deepen, becoming more emotionally driven. As a man, understanding how her desires change is crucial. If you're trying the same approach with a 40-year-old woman that you would use with a 20-year-old, you're likely to miss the mark. The connection becomes far more important with age. Women often seek not just physical satisfaction but emotional depth, security, and genuine understanding. Ask yourself, are you adapting to her stage in life, or are you stuck in outdated behaviors that no longer work? Number 2. The psychological factors that influence female sexuality the most. Female desire isn't just about physical attraction or sexual chemistry. The mind plays an enormous role. For a woman to truly desire you, she needs more than just to find you physically appealing. She needs to feel mentally engaged. Stress, self-esteem, and trust can either fuel her desire or extinguish it entirely. If a woman feels overwhelmed, insecure, or disconnected, it's unlikely she will be in the mood, no matter how attractive the setting or how well prepared you are. Here's a reality check. Are you adding to her emotional burden, or are you making her feel safe, understood, and excited? A woman's mental state is the doorway to her sexual excitement. Ignoring this puts you at a massive disadvantage. Create a space where she can feel free of judgment, pressure, and stress, and you'll find her desire igniting. It's about listening, reading between the lines, and showing her that you're tuned into her needs, not just physically but emotionally and mentally. Number 3. Why the mind plays a key role in a woman's desire. If you think female desire is purely physical, you're missing half the picture. Sexual desire in women begins in the mind. Psychological triggers like mystery, anticipation, and intellectual seduction are often far more powerful than physical touch. You need to stimulate her thoughts and emotions before you even think about touching her body. Ask yourself this: are you capable of turning her on with a conversation? Can you build tension through your words, your energy, and your presence? If not, you're missing out on one of the most potent forms of seduction. Women love the feeling of wanting someone mentally before the physical even begins. The anticipation, the slow build-up, the exchange of glances, the suggestive but not explicit comments. This is where the game really begins. Men who rush or lack the patience to play this psychological dance often lose before they even start. Number 4. The connection between the menstrual cycle and increased desire. Here's a fact that will put you ahead of most men. A woman's menstrual cycle greatly influences her sexual desire. Around the time of ovulation, women naturally experience a spike in libido. This biological window is where her body is most primed for intimacy. It's not just about hormones, it's about knowing when she's more receptive and how you can tune into her body's natural rhythms. But this isn't a green light to act on her every time. Women also have periods where their energy is lower, their bodies feel different, and they need more emotional support than physical intimacy. As a man, it's your job to know where she's at, to read her cues, and to respect her desires without pushing. Understanding this can deepen your connection and make you far more attuned to her needs than most men ever will be. Number 5. The role of sexual fantasies in female arousal. For many women, sexual fantasies are a crucial part of their mental arousal. The mistake most men make is assuming that women don't think about sex as much or as vividly as they do. But here's the truth. Women have fantasies, sometimes even wilder than yours. These fantasies might not always align with reality, but they play a key role in her sexual experience. The trick? Make her feel safe enough to share them. Women want a man who isn't just physically there but emotionally available. Ask her about her fantasies, not in a prying or invasive way, but in a way that shows genuine interest in what turns her on mentally. Become the man who can satisfy her mind, and her body will follow. Number 6. Multiple types of orgasms, unlocking her full pleasure potential. Did you know that women are capable of experiencing multiple types of orgasms? We're not just talking about clitoral versus vaginal. Women can experience a range of orgasms, including combined, anal, and even full-body orgasms. The problem is, many men focus only on the clitoral orgasm because it's easier or more straightforward. But if you want to truly stand out as a lover, you need to explore her body in ways that awaken all her pleasure centers. Learn the subtle art of touching and teasing her body, and don't be afraid to ask what works for her. Most importantly, pay attention to her responses. The key to her pleasure lies in listening to what her body tells you. And here's a tip. Sometimes the best lovers aren't the ones who know the most techniques, but the ones who are the most attuned to their partner's reactions. Number 7. Foreplay, the art of building anticipation. It's often said but rarely understood. Foreplay isn't just something you do before sex, it's an art form in itself. For women, foreplay isn't optional. It's a crucial part of their arousal process, and it's where men either succeed or fail. The biggest mistake men make is thinking foreplay is just physical. True foreplay begins in the mind, long before you even touch her. Are you creating a sense of anticipation? Are you making her think about you, crave you, want you? If not, then by the time you get to the bedroom, you're already behind. Men who understand the power of foreplay can make a woman feel desired, wanted, and aroused without even laying a finger on her. The mental buildup is what drives women wild, so don't skip this step. Number 8. Debunking the myths about female libido. There are countless myths surrounding female libido, and the worst one is that women have less sexual desire than men. Let's be clear. Women are just as sexual as men, but their desire operates differently. While men's arousal is often more direct, women's desire tends to build more slowly and can be more complex. But just because it's different doesn't mean it's weaker. Here's another myth to throw out: that women's sexual desire fades with age. Many women, especially in their 30s and 40s, report feeling more sexually empowered and confident than they ever did in their younger years. Are you ready to keep up with that? Number 9. Emotional impact on women's sexual desire. If you're not connecting emotionally, you're not connecting sexually. For women, emotional intimacy is deeply tied to sexual desire. It's not about manipulating her feelings, it's about genuinely caring, being present, and creating a bond that makes her feel safe and understood. When a woman feels emotionally secure with a man, her desire naturally grows. Ask yourself, are you someone she can trust with her emotions? Are you the man who's there not just for the fun times but also when she needs support? The emotional connection you build is what will set you apart from every other man. Number 10. Hormonal shifts that influence female desire. Hormonal changes don't just happen during the menstrual cycle. Pregnancy, childbirth, and menopause all bring significant shifts in a woman's body and her sexual desire. As a partner, your role is to understand these changes and adapt. These life stages don't mean the end of sexual intimacy. In fact, they can open up new opportunities for deeper connection. During these periods, patience and understanding go a long way. If you can support her through these transitions, not only will your relationship become stronger, but you'll also find new ways to connect sexually. This is not content for just anyone. Only men who are willing to challenge themselves, improve, and learn will truly connect deeply with women. If you dare to accept this challenge, leave your comment below. How many of these points have you mastered and how many have you failed at? Let's see if you're ready to face the truth.